Chalk's rotating right behind us. There's 3 people here. We're going to go ahead and switch to our attack stance. Blink up, activator 2, dash in. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate onto the Cern and the Cerberus. We're able to get some good damage off. Balloon is able to get the pick onto the Cernunnos. We have Frostbound, so we just want to keep landing basic attacks. We're able to get the pick onto the Changa. We're going to keep slowing this Chalk with our Frostbound hammer. We should be able to clean this up, and Balloon is able to get the pick. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shiny P Gaming, and today we have a donation request from Dart Bika to play Amaterasu in solo. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, Amaterasu is a auto attack based warrior who has kind of a rough early game, but a pretty good late game. She also just received a new skin, so let's go ahead and jump into Amaterasu's kit. Amaterasu's 1, Divine Presence. Every time this ability is activated, the aura on Amaterasu switches between Valor and Benevolence. She's also going to heal herself every second for 4 seconds whenever she switches auras. The Valor aura is going to provide 10 bonus power at level 1, 30 bonus power at level 5. The Benevolence aura is going to provide 5% movement speed at level 1, 21% movement speed at level 5. Amaterasu's 2, Heavenly Reflection. Amaterasu is going to charge her mirror for 5 seconds. While the mirror is charging, she's going to take decreased damage. By activating the ability again, or at the end of 5 seconds, she will fire her mirror straight ahead, dealing damage. The mirror can be charged successfully by attacking enemies or by taking damage, and will deal double the base damage when fully charged. Amaterasu's 3, Glorious Charge. Amaterasu is going to dash forward and silence enemies that she hits. She's going to stop on the first god that she hits. Amaterasu's ultimate. Amaterasu is going to swing her sword 3 times. The second hit will do 20% more base damage and slow enemies by 30%. The third hit will do 40% more base damage and stun enemies. She must hit an enemy with the first hit to receive the increased damage and CC on the second and third hits. The stun duration is 2 seconds and the slow duration is 2 seconds. And finally, Amaterasu's passive, Illuminating Strike. After 3 hits on the same target with a basic attack, the enemy is going to gain an aura, exposing their weakness and causing them to take more damage from all sources. Any other enemies that come near the affected target are going to be weakened as well. The weakened aura is going to be 10% increased damage from all sources, and it takes 3 basic attacks to activate. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1 we want to put a pointer at 2, level 2 put a pointer at 3, level 3 put a pointer at 1, level 4, put another pointer at 2. Then we want to max out our ultimate whenever we can. Max out our 2, max out our 1, max out our 3. And we're able to get the first blood on the Chalk. That first minion wave really chunked him. And then he just overstepped and we were able to hit him with our 2 to get the first blood. In terms of the start, we started with Death's Toll, a health chalice, and 5 multi-potions. Death's Toll is going to provide us 15 physical power, 20 magical power, but that doesn't apply because we're a physical character, and 75 health. Hitting an enemy with a basic attack is going to restore 2 health plus 0.4% of your maximum health, and 1 mana plus 1% of your maximum mana. Basic attacks that deal an AoE restore half as much for each enemy hit after the burst. So the fact that we were able to get first blood and we now have a level on the Chalk is pretty big. Usually we are behind with Amaterasu and we're trying to play all game, trying to catch up in level. However, once we get a lead, it feels really good to play Amaterasu. We're going to go ahead and activate 2, dash to the minions. That's going to fully charge our shield. We're going to have minion advantage right here, so we're going to want to land some basics onto this Chalk. We have plenty of healing options between switching stances in our 1. We're going to activate our 2, and we're able to clean him up again. I think he's just underestimating our damage. So we have 2 health chalices. Looks like we are just going to clear this wave and then back. For our relic, we started with the teleport glyph. I feel like Ama's one of the few characters you don't need to go teleport glyph on. However, I feel like it really allows me to push my lead. Ooh, and we're not going to back. We're going to go for a blue buff first. So if we take a look at Amaterasu's passive, if it has wings, that means we're in the movement speed stance. If it has little swords coming off, that means we're in the bonus power stance. Whenever we're attacking minions and enemy gods, we want to be in the attack stance. We're going to switch over to the movement speed stance so we can get back to the lane a little bit quicker. We're going to go ahead and dash through. And if we look at the passive, the inside of the circle was completely yellow. That means that our passive is, well, our 1 is fully charged. We're going to go ahead, pick up the attack speed boots, and pick up tier 1 of Berserker shield. Teleport back to lane. While we're teleporting, we're going to go ahead and pick up some multi potions. So as we deal damage with our 2 active, we're going to start charging up that yellow circle. Once the yellow circle is fully complete, then we are getting the full bonus damage from our 2. We have our ultimate. And we're able to clean up the chalk with the damage from our 2. This chalk is just not respecting our damage. We did kind of bait him by letting him think that he could get us pretty weak, and then we went all in on him with our ultimate. His ult kind of cancels out my ult if he can time the CC immunity right, and then we were able to clean him up because of the damage from the 2. Dash, full yellow circle, go ahead and fire it by pushing the 2 again. Chalk doesn't really have any abilities for us to silence. However, the Cerberus on the enemy team does. If he's doing his cone attack where he spits out fire, and we silence him with our 3, it's going to cancel his ability. That's really the only ability we're looking to silence this game. We've cleared minion wave, so we're going to go ahead and start focusing on this chalk. We got great damage off. He did not get good damage off. Thanks. I'm going to go ahead and go pick up our blue buff.
Ultimate is down. Enemy ultimate down.
So one of the reasons that most people don't go teleport glyph on Ama is because she has the movement speed stance, and then she also has a dash. So she can get the lane a lot quicker than any other character. We're going to use our ultimate. Fire our 2, and we're able to clean up the chalk again. Good pressure from that Bologna. We've killed him 4 times in about 6 minutes, so we have a very nice lead going on in solo lane. With Ama, if the enemy has minion advantage, feel free to fall back. She's kind of limited in the sense that if you attack the enemy god while there's a minion wave with your 2, you don't have good minion clear. You really want to be clearing the minions with your 2, and then looking to apply pressure, or looking to fall back, kind of depending on how the lane's going. We're going to go ahead and proxy this next wave. By attacking the wave in between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower, it's going to allow our minions to push straight into the tower. We clear this minion wave a little bit quicker, so we don't have to wait for it to get to the mid of the solo lane, and then we can rotate out without missing any XP. If we take a look at the minimap, there's a wave for us spawning. It's just past the Phoenix and it's moving to the tier 2 tower. We can use that to figure out where the enemy minion wave is. We're going to go ahead back and pick up Berserker shield.
I shall carry this blade with honor.
Hitting me?
Berserker shield is going to provide us with 40 physical power, 20 physical protections, 15% attack speed, and 10% penetration. It has a passive that if your health drops below 40% HP, you're going to become Berserk for 5 seconds. Berserk provides 30 physical power and 20% attack speed. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate to avoid this chalk silence, and we're able to clean up the chalk.
Witness true power.
Just charging up R2. We're going to go ahead and make our way to the blue buff. We're already starting to feel a lot faster now that we have boots and a point into our 1 online. We're going to see if we can steal this blue buff. Looks like we're going to be able to for free. I think it's a little unfortunate that we took his tier 1 tower already, because now we have to really push up in order to clear the minions. Like on that last wave we missed some XP. That little blue aura around the minion means that they have our passive activated on them.
I am his will incarnate. Witness true power.
We're going to save our dash just in case the jungler shows up. They have a CERN jungle, apparently. He hasn't shown up in our lane once, which makes solo very easy this game. We're going to go ahead, kind of rotate around, get some timers, and then rotate back so we don't miss any gold or XP. The enemy minion should be approaching the tier 2 tower from behind right now. So we're just going to position ourselves to clear them.
An enemy has been slain.
Switching over to the attack stance, then the clear. Our blue is almost up. We're going to go ahead and rotate there.
Grant me the power of my king. Enemy missing right.
We're going to let our team know that Chalk is missing. Looks like we didn't miss any XP or gold right there. Now we're going to go ahead and make our way mid. This Anubis looks like he needs a little bit of help. We're going to rotate over. We do have our ultimate, but then he goes down, so we're just going to rotate back. The enemy blue buff is up. We're going to go ahead and see if we can try to steal it. We have 5 levels on this Jock. Serve's now here. We're going to go dash away, avoid his ultimate.
Enemy ultimate incoming. Enemy ultimate down. I am his will incarnate.
This Lesser Scorpion does provide a little bit of XP, but it's not much. Does not look like we missed anything from this wave. I'm going to try to get some basics onto this Chalk. We're going to go ahead and hit some camps. We maybe should have hit the minion wave before rotating to the camps. Cerberus is here. We're going to use our ultimate to avoid the Chalk silence from his ultimate. Weird angle, we missed our 3rd hit on our ultimate, so we didn't get a stun. Bellona's here, we're going to dash. Bellona's able to get the pick onto the Chalk. We're able to get our 2 off, Serb jumps over the wall. Bellona is still pushing, we're going to push with her. Since we pushed them out of the right jungle, we're going to go ahead and rotate to the Greater Scorpion at Fire Giant. This is going to enhance our blue buff and our speed buff. We do have enough money for our next item, and we also have our teleport online, so we are going to be backing pretty soon. Looks like we're going to be greedy and try not to miss any XP before we back. We're going to go ahead and back and pick up Frostbound Hammer. Frostbound Hammer is going to provide us 35 physical power and 300 health. It has a passive that enemies hit by your basic attacks have their movement speed reduced by 30%. If you are a range attacking characters like an AMC or any kind of hunter, it's going to be 20%. and they're also going to have their attack speed reduced by 25% for 1.5 seconds.
Are you kidding me?
Witness true power. Enemy missing right.
There's a bit of a fight going on in mid. We're going to clear this wave and then rotate mid. Switch over to our movement speed so we can get to mid a little bit quicker.
On my way. Ultimate is ready.
Chalk is rotating over.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Switch over to the attack stance, blink in, activate our 2, dash in, go ahead and use our ultimate. Get some good damage onto that CERN. Balone is able to clean up the CERN. We have Frostbound, so we just want to keep landing basic attacks in this fight. We're able to get the pick onto the Changa. Balone is able to clean up the Chalk.
Attack the Gold Fury.
Gold Fury should be pretty free right now.
Retreat middle lane. Attack the Gold Fury.
On my way.
Middle enemy tower. My king. Take a seat.
We're going to go ahead and hit these oracles, and then we are looking to back.
Be right back.
We're going to be picking up Shogun's Kusari. Shogun's Kusari is going to provide 60 magical protections, 20 MP5, 10% cooldown reduction, and 20% crowd control reduction. It has a passive that allied gods within 70 units, so you're going to have their attack speed increased by 25%. So for our magical defense, I think we actually have two options. We have Shoguns, and then we have Talisman of Energy. Since we have a auto attack based jungler, we're going to go ahead and get Shoguns. If we did not, we probably would have gone Talisman of Energy. Talisman of Energy is going to provide increased attack speed and movement speed whenever we get kills or assists on minions or enemy gods. But since we have a Bologna, we want to increase her attack speed as well as the needs. So we're going to go ahead and pick up Shoguns.
Not even my froglings could save them.
We are winning this fight. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. He uses his ultimate. We have our 2 ready. And we're able to clean up the Chalk. In case you have not noticed this strategy, we are charging our 2, then using our ultimate. That should get our 2 fully charged, and then it is also going to allow us to line up our 2. Hopefully right after the stun, but even sometimes it's before the stun, in the middle of the animation for the ultimate. That's a Surbolt. I'm going to go ahead and rotate back to our lane. We are level 18, 17 minutes into the game.
On my way.
Highest level in the lobby.
I will destroy
I had a weird glitch the other day where like my level in the top left said I was a 10, but if you look at the level on the health bar, which is to the right, it said I was a 13. So like the level in the top left was not working correctly, which I found very interesting. I don't think I've seen that bug before. And I haven't seen it since. It was just that one game.
Destroy the right enemy tower.
An enemy has been slain.
Anytime we destroy a tower, it's going to provide everyone on our team with some gold.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We're going to go ahead and look at stealing this speed buff. We are able to secure it. With Ama, if you can get a lead, she's a lot of fun. But if you're going against somebody on the equal skill level with you, or somebody that's better than you, you're going to be behind, and you really just got to kind of sit back, use your 2 on the minion wave, and not take fights. Which isn't the most fun playstyle, but once you get to late game and you can start ulting in team fights, She is very impactful. We should be able to hit level 20 by 20 minutes this game. We are level 20. We're going to go ahead back and pick up Death's Embrace. Death's Embrace is going to provide us 50 physical power, 30% attack speed. Oh, looking at the wrong item. Death's Embrace is going to provide us 80 physical power, 200 health. It has a passive that enemies hit with a basic attack are going to restore 3% of your health and mana. Basic attacks that deal AoE damage are going to restore half as much for each enemy hit after the first.
They took the laser bait.
We miss our 2, so we're just going to go ahead and use our ultimate to secure that pick.
Excuse me, can I get a butt scratch for helping you take them down?
On my way.
We have our movement speed stance, so we can try to catch up. Chongo looks like she's going too far back. We're going to go ahead and rotate up to this chalk. We fire at 2. We have Frostbound, so we are slowing him. Once we get Death's Embrace online, we just heal so much in the middle of a fight. I mean, how long does it take us to get 3 basic attacks off? If we call it a second, we're restoring 9% of our maximum health every second. This Primal Fury should be open. Should be pretty free. Yeah, we're losing no health to this Primal Fury. We see Xbalanque is a little overextended, or I guess by himself. We're going to dash up, get the silence. He uses his dash. We fire it too, but we miss. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. Pretty sure we're tanky enough. We're able to clean up the Xbalanque. We're going to switch over to our movement speed stance and then just rotate out. CERN is here, so we're going to fall back. If he was not, we would have pushed that tower.
I am his will incarnate.
Your right tower is under attack.
Attack fire giant.
Right now, with Death's Embrace, we can solo fire. So we're going to start making our way there. It's not going to be a quick solo, but we do have the sustain to get Fire Giant by ourselves. The fact that we have another person here is going to make it a lot easier. We're able to secure the Fire Giant. That's going to provide everyone on our team with some MP5, some HP5, and allow us to deal more damage to structures. Which is perfect because we are about to start sieging.
On my way.
Serb seems to be by himself. Chalk's also here. That's a Chalk ultimate. That is a... well, there was a Chalk there once.
Attack right lane.
We're going to go ahead and move right.
Ultimate is ready. Witness true power. Ultimate is ready.
We're going to go ahead and just push Xbalanque out of here. We get his dash. We do have an Aphrodite healing us. That's pretty fat. We're going to go use our ultimate.
They took the laser bait.
We're going to pull back because we are pretty weak right now.
Attack middle lane.
We're going to go ahead and pull the team back. Try to get this middle tower. Since there are 2 tier 2 towers up, the Titan is gaining additional protections for each tower that is still up. As we destroy these towers, the Titan is going to be easier to destroy. We're going to dash up, we get the silence. We force the dash out of CERN. We're going to keep working on this Phoenix, kind of fall back, let our team get the Phoenix. Noobs is able to get the pick onto the Xbalanque.
Me neither.
Attack left lane.
We have a fat penny in the pocket. We get the last tower. If we can win this next team fight, it'll be game.
Witness true power.
We blink up. We get Chongas 2. We're going to use our ultimate. Our team should be on the Phoenix for free. We are able to secure the last Phoenix. We're going to go ahead and pull back. That was a very successful siege. We don't need to overextend ourselves. Their whole team's there. We can back and buy, get even stronger. So we're going to go ahead and pick up Spirit Robes. Spirit Robes are going to provide us 40 physical protections, 40 magical protections, 10% cooldown reduction, and 20% crowd control. As a passive that you're going to gain an additional 15% damage mitigation for 3 seconds whenever you are hit by a hard crowd control effect. This can only occur once every 15 seconds. So the only way I see us dying this game is if we get CC'd and Afro is not on us and our abilities are all on cooldown. And the Spirit Robe's going to help with that. It's going to give us some additional protections, give us some cooldown, some crowd control, and then also a really strong passive.
Ultimate is ready.
Ultimate is ready.
We're going to go ahead and dash up. We use our ultimate, we avoid the damage from the Chonga, and it looks like the enemy team has given up. We're able to get the pick onto the Chonga. It looks like they're giving up, but here they come. Serb dashes in, uses his ultimate, and we get tagged by it. We're in a little bit of trouble, but we are able to secure the victory. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.